Hi, Internet.
Hi!
We're live.
We're live!
We're alive. And we're going on a bear hunt.
Well,
Like, not literally.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, I might someday. Like, ooh, let's go see if we can find a bear to see a bear. We're working on getting these ducts out of the way today. Because this area, we're going to figure out how to turn it into a bunk for Caroline. So first thing I got to do is get some stuff out of the way, which includes this curtain rail. So I'm working on that right now. If you guys want to follow along, you're more than welcome to.
The ducts are coming down.
The mighty ducts.
I'm excited to see what's behind
Maybe we
that.
should do a ducks chant. I don't want to break this. I guess I'll just start taking stuff off around it so I can get it out. I can't fully get this out because the way it's attached. Oh, there it comes. I have the solution. My handy dandy extension.
That is really,
Look how handy dandy it is.
yeah, that's really, really
Yeah. We've got those sections out, and then there's this other section that's pop riveted in. It's the structure of all of that to hold all that up into place. So it's gonna take a bunch of drilling out of those pop rivets. So yeah, moving right along. Feels a lot bigger in here already, even with just that little bit off.
We are living in our bus while we're fixing it. So that means that we do a lot of damage control and clean up every day.
This ground wire was just loose in there the whole way on both sides. It was snipped. I have snipped our antenna / cable line to put new ends on that and connected that together in the cabinet. But for now, I needed it
So you can remove
so
that.
I can get things through here without breaking this. Someone on the internet might need it for their bus. So I've got everything disconnected. A bunch of zip ties cut off, and now I'm just going to disconnect the connector up in here. So we've got this big connector right here that runs this loom to the back. And all I have to do is press on these and wiggle us out. There we go. So then I'll pull this through. Pull that through. And there we go. Fan and jointer all happy and So the other thing here is this, for the fan, is this green ground wire. So I'm going to remove that and connect it back to the fan. So everything that you could want for that fan is included. And now it's everything. Now it's just the power in for the fan, or the switch power in, and it's good.
If anyone needs this fan for
I'll
their Gillig Phantom or whatever you can think of, let us know.
Yes, shoot me a message on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever, however the kids communicate these days on the interwebs. Okay, I can do that too.
The worldwide internet.
World Wide Web.
Brought to you by Elon Musk and Starlink. I don't know what you are, but I can disconnect you if I want to.
Daddy, you're so
But I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to have to test with the multimeter and hit switches until this lights up, and then I'll know what controls it. There's a bunch of switches that don't do anything anymore, but it's likely that they control power to whatever this was. We got some extra. All these wires, fortunately, are marked from the factory. These were just tied up. They've never been used before. All of the wires, see 142-16, 62-16, every single wire that's in this wiring loom that's original has a code on it. So no matter where you're at in the line, you can look in the wiring diagram and figure out, without having to randomly flip switches, I can tell what that wire is for based off of that code. I'll look it up in the diagram and it'll tell me. So that'll be really useful when it comes time to thinning out all of this stuff, because there's lots of services that the bus no longer has, like it originally had pull ropes for stop requests, had a ramp, handicap ramp under the front side of the bus that came out, and there's a ton of switches and levers and indicators and wires that went along with that system that's totally not in here anymore. There's a few other systems like the bifold doors. They all have wiring looms that are still in here that I don't need anymore. Knowing what it is especially useful. I may want to use that run for something else, and it's already a switch and a wiring run and everything that I would need. I just relabel the switch and put whatever it is on the end of that wire to work off of that switch without having to run new wires or anything like that. There's a lot to do. Fortunately, there's no gremlins right now in the wiring that I have to chase, so we'll get to that eventually. Anyhow, gonna keep working, cut you guys off for now. We'll catch you back in a little while. Going really well. Removed the top skin. Dismantling this box that was over here. It was a pretty cool box, but it really wasn't a good use of the space, and I needed to get this actuator out of the way. Clean all this up. I'm just disconnecting wires. I've got the power off to the bus right now.
The box is gone.
What's going on?
Wow.
Yeah?
Wow.
Yeah?
That's significant. That's amazing.
Yeah. I should be able to take it back that far. I'm still not sure about this right here because this is a big steel U-channel.
I feel like You don't need to take this out.
Well, that's what I was thinking too.
I think we just put you know,
Something.
piece of wood or something there, and then that's a flat surface.
Yeah.
But leave it.
Directly down and back is a pop rivet. That is what I can't get to because this piece of metal was installed, this whole framework was installed before they glued the caps in. So there's pop rivets in between here and here holding this on to the metal. I need to get this piece of aluminum off of here because I need to get to the steel, which we'll be welding to. So what I'm doing is I have to get it to break, whether that means I get lucky and it breaks because of what I'm doing, or more likely I'll take the Sawzall in there and cut it. It just kind of freaks me out. I don't want to cut anything like through the bus. I mean, obviously you can't just immediately cut through the bus.
Right.
But I don't want to screw anything up. I just want to get this piece off. Got it. It's 2 pop rivets.
Cool. Excellent. That's awesome.
Doesn't look like I'm broken.
Yeah. It's hard to see, I think, on the video of how big the space is and what you just did.
And I'm not done yet. I want to take this out too.
Yeah, that'll really help. Also, I find it interesting this because it's the cap. This is a smidge higher than this.
Yeah. And now I can actually get my head spun around in there to see. I think it's spot welds. Yeah, it's spot welds every 6 inches or so. Might be able to break them. There's one. Let's find out. There's one right on the other side right here. I'm really close to ripping that weld off, but if every single one of them is going to be that tough, it's going to suck. See, there's a weld bead right here. That's a very good weld bead. Let me try one of these big tires.
I was chuckling at the 30 years of dirt that's falling off.
I noticed that.
We'll have to troubleshoot it later.
Yeah. We have to come in here and we need to put new insulation in.
New insulation, and we're gonna do the fan, which
I've already bought the fan.
might already be in by the time we post this video.
Yeah.
I hope.
It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow.
Oh.
So, and it's a 12 volt max air max fan, 7500.
Just like the one we already have.
Just like the one we already have. It's remote controlled, or it's got a keypad on it. You know, we can have one of those fans pulling air in, the other one sucking air out in the meantime before we make strides on our HVAC mods for the bus. And we'll have a flat surface here, and you'll be able to wake up and look out your window. We're going to re-insulate everything with some thicker insulation. We've got all this out of the way so far.
What about that?
Yep, this will come out too. This is an air line that went to the old door, and there used to be a door right here. Yeah.
When will we put the platform in?
That's a very good question. I am not 100% certain, but soon, because we have to get this done. Put us all back together, because I don't want to live in a construction zone.
Yes. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
If I can just get like one or two of them out, I can get all sorts of sideways cut.
Yeah.
I just got to get the first couple of them done.
Construction zone.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Yep, it looks like it. Awesome.
Okay. I just had to be a little more persistent with the sanding first.
Hey everyone. Today we are taking out the rest of the panels for the front half of the bus. And then we are going to put insulation back in, better insulation than this styrofoam. So that is our plan for today. We have a lot of insulation to cut and then install and get the ceiling panels back in. And it's going to be much better.
Yeah, hold on to it for me, okay?
I got a second there.
This last one, can you reach it?
Yeah.
Nice.
ready to start measuring and cutting up chunks of styrofoam, high density styrofoam, to install back up in here. We've got one layer of XSP styrofoam to go in, and then a traditional layer but it also has a mylar facing on it. So it'll have a metal or a reflective surface. Got some reflective tape as well. So we're gonna make it as insulated from inside to outside as we can, so we don't get condensation.
What are you doing, Daddy?
I am making a cut list for the insulation for the ceiling. Now we've got every piece that we need to cut for the first section.